It is August 12th, 2021. I am back on trail. It's been a bit. Helped my friend out, was cleaning out her mom's house for a few days, so now I have 2 more days off, so basically the goal is to just be on trail the next 2 days. Wow. This camera makes me look so flattering. Holy shit. I know, sometimes I look like a troll that just crawled under a bridge. Right now I'm on Galloway Street. I'll be passing the Banbury place, which is a really old kind of, I guess you might as well call it a historic building, even though it's still in use. Yeah, I'm just headed towards Phoenix Park right now. When I was a naughty little teenager, we used to climb on the roof of these buildings and get drunk. Yeah. Heck yeah. Pretty sure that's the building that we mainly would climb on top of. Yeah. 1 more mile. Yeah, the Old Abe State Trail is definitely a lot longer than 19.5 miles. That white thing there, that's a goose made out of trash. Or a swan. Yeah. You can kind of see. Thing is old. Thing's almost as old as me. So yeah, Banbury Place here. Super old building. It used to be the Uniroyal, which they made tires. Actually, my grandfather used to work here when it was still Uniroyal. At least I think this is the one that was Uniroyal. Yeah. Now, as you can see, like, some of it is really just not in use. And then there are still parts of the building where it's being rented out to like a lot of small businesses. One of my classmates had a little greenhouse business up there. Then COVID kind of killed that. So yeah. Oh, and a place called Chip Magnet is there. They have really good salsas. And they also like get peppers and stuff. Their ingredients, from what I know, they basically just get produce from local farmers and make their stuff from that. It's awesome. Heck yeah, that's what I want to see. The nice little walk bridge over the Eau Claire River that connects to the Chippewa River. It's kind of high right now. We've been getting a lot of rain lately. God, they're so cute. That is Ramon's right there, the brown building. They have super good ice cream. RCU building down there. And a lot, yeah. There's Jamf down there too. Oh, Eau Claire's been doing a lot of development. This is cool. This is a nice area to come and fish too. Oh, thank God, a bathroom. Over there's the Poplar Center, basically an art center. Super cool place. the downtown area never used to look like this. It used to be like a kind of like considered bad, trashy part of town, but Eau Claire started up the Confluence Project, I want to say when I was in like the 8th grade. And so it was like definitely by the time I was 17, Phoenix Park was a thing, but it looks so nice down here. They incorporated a lot of prairies and natural plants, so we would come down here in my horticulture classes to like identify plants and kind of see what they have going on. Yeah, and we do a bunch of stuff here like music in the park. Yeah, we got stuff going on. Been going across this bridge ever since I was a wee one. So, there's no sign for it, but now I'm officially on the Chippewa River State Trail. So yeah, we also do this thing called the Planet Walk. Kind of cool because you get to learn about the planets. So when I was a little kid, this was the trail that I was on almost all the time. Actually, that red building right there used to be a church. My grandma owned it. It wasn't a church when she owned it. She used to use a lake house. And now it is student housing for UW Eau Claire. So yeah, I don't know. I love this trail. And it's kind of why I needed to go on it. There were a couple kids in that house we used to play with, and they used to have a really cool tree house that we would play in, but they tore that down. My friend's mom used to live there with a couple of her kids. Yeah. Just used to spend a lot of time in this area, especially because we really liked going underneath that tunnel. And this was just always a really nice area to walk down. And it takes you right next to the hospital. So, if you need to get hurt, this stretch would probably be the perfect place to, like, twist your ankle. Yeah. These are some pretty decent apartments. One of my cousins lived there with her mom, and it's on Half Moon Lake, which, yeah, isn't exactly the cleanest lake. And I think the deepest it gets is like 10, maybe 15 feet deep. But not too bad for cheap waterfront property, right? Yep. And then if you keep going up that hill, kind of where that car's coming from, you'll reach Carson Park, which Hank Aaron had gone to. Oh, and that's Lakeshore Elementary. I went there for a little bit, and so did my brother and sister. It's a cute school, but they needed to do a better job at cracking down on bullying, because they're definitely one of the schools that don't give a shit if your kid's getting bullied. So this is inadvertently kind of me, like, giving a tour of Eau Claire. Industry and Half Moon Lake, okay. Yeah. A lot of Eau Claire was a logging town. So that's pretty much what the Chippewa River was utilized for. And the Half Moon Lake actually is an oxbow lake. So If you don't know what that is, oh yeah, we have a skate park here. Kind of weak, I know, but we used to have a YMCA skate park. Not really so much anymore. So then they built this guy, and now they're working on building a bigger, better skate park. But yeah, Oxbow Lakes. Back to that. Can't tell I'm ADHD. So, basically in Oxbow Lake, it used to be connected to like the main river, the Chippewa, but then over time it just was cut off and became its own little thing. So yeah. And there's a community garden right there. Yeah. I've spent a lot of time here, and that's the school. One of many elementary schools. I think we have like, if you include the like religious high schools and stuff, I think we have like 4, maybe 5. And then, I don't know, guessing a random number, we probably have like at least 7 elementary schools. This one's always like pretty well put together. God, I love it. Oh, it looks so nice. I mean, some of those tomatoes look pretty sad, but ooh, I want some produce now. That place used to be called a Dairy Queen. It was much better than the franchise, and they were in a bunch of legal disputes with the franchise. It was a fun time for Eau Claire. Then they finally changed their name to Roadside like a year or 2 ago. They still have really good food. Nice. Ooh, bunch of area. It's probably going to be under development soon. First thing I'm going to say, these trails are not very well marked at all. Like, they do have some markers, but shit's fucked. Like, I don't know how, but I ended up on the Lakeshore Trail. So that was like right by the school. Now I'm just kind of filling in some gap. That's apparently the Chippewa State Trail. Like I said, a lot of conflicts between what's online and what's on my app. I know, like, I've heard that it's common. I know other hikers have had that issue before, but still, it's like kind of irritating. I don't know. If I had any suggestions to the city, like, do a better job at marking the trails. It's not that fucking hard. Put up some signs. This is where I like to launch my kayak and canoe when I'm going down the river. There's a lot of nice islands to camp on. Just ran into someone I knew and sat and talked to them for 20 minutes. Okay. It's nice to see a sign though. And like I said, it's not like they don't have signs on the trails. It could just be a little bit better. Okay, I'm like not too far from Water Street. Water Street is literally right over there. That's a street everyone goes to get drunk. Racy's. It's basically the hipster joint that has really good coffee. I keep scaring the birds. I just want a nice little video of them. Oh, there. You guys are so cute. I think they're house finches. I really like this tree. Makes me really miss seeing the redwoods out in California when I went to Big Sur. It's like, we really do not get thick boys like this. It's part of UW Eau Claire. It's a pretty decent sized campus. There's more of a university, and they actually have a walk bridge. So yeah, go all the way over there. And then, I think that's like their art building or something. Either way, they have a bunch of buildings. It's been royal. It's been around for a long while, and they have been expanding. So, anyone's looking into colleges, it's a pretty good campus, and it's apparently really cheap when it comes to universities. I wouldn't know though. I went to a tech school. We're now in Wilson Park, which is a great place to hunt Pokemon. We also do some like music in the park stuff here. There's a playground farther down. It's pretty decent size. I've seen a lot of people LARP here. And we've also had a couple of Black Lives Matters rallies here, which were very nice to attend. So yeah. This is a place that I've also gone to for my tree identification class. Yeah. We found some very nice chicken of the woods here that were very big and probably would have been really tasty. We usually have some bands that play here. Okay, so that's the YMCA. I think that's the old folks building, or like some type of rehab or something. That's one of the Freemason buildings. Yeah. Big old chunk. Nice. So, that is what my stepdad calls the cop shop. Yeah. So, if you end up coming to Eau Claire and you have a good enough time, you might end up with a room with a view. Just not the kind you were hoping for. So they expanded the jail, maybe like within the past few years. So yeah, there's some new building there, which you can tell looks a lot nicer, and the beige looking concrete, that's all the old building. Right here is one of the historic areas, Grand Avenue. There's a very good cafe there. The Grand Avenue Cafe. Ooh, so good. One of the many, many statues you'll find around Eau Claire, especially downtown Eau Claire. Way over there, right there. That's the Lismore. She used to be the Ramada. Right there is another view of the Pablo Center. Yeah. That's literally what I was walking through earlier today. I'm just really enjoying this view of Eau Claire. Soaking it up before winter destroys it all. Now I'm at the beginning of the trail. So, when you get done with the bridge, take a left. If you go straight, like I did, you're going to go on the Lakeshore Trail. So, it's been very nostalgic, but time to get this on. So, now I'm officially back on the Chippewa River State Trail. Yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to take a left there, but it was nice to actually walk around downtown Eau Claire again. I haven't been able to do that for a while. I roamed around the streets as a kid a lot, so it's nice to kind of do that again. I already feel pretty old, like, just so much has changed ever since I was young, but Eau Claire is very beautiful. If you're a Bon Iver fan, this is where Justin Vernon's from. Yeah, it's nice. Definitely, if you're in the area, hit up the trails, because there's a lot of trails, even short ones. Like, there's a lot of woodsy areas in Eau Claire.